Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is HOOTMONEY here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be calling an emergency meeting for the Workhorse Apes because Workhorse is down about 5% on the day, and I just wanted to show you guys what I'm seeing with these new numbers on Wkhs and in terms of the volume of what is going on here with Workhorse. This may not be too long of a video. I'm going to try to avoid going over some of the same things that I've gone over in previous videos. So if you guys just want to see all the possible information on Workhorse, definitely check out some of my other videos on my channel about Workhorse where I just go over all the short interest data. I compare it to some other stocks. We're not going to be comparing it to anything today. We're just going to be going over what exactly is going on. So if you guys enjoy all these constant updates, I highly appreciate it if you guys leave me that early thumbs up on the video, as liking the video is the #1 thing you can do to help out a small content creator like myself on this platform. Check out the links in the description and the pinned comment section to sign up for public, where you get up to $70 in free stock. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. As you guys can see, we're down about 6% on the day, and we're going to be going over some of the updated Wkhs figures just to basically get an idea of what is going on. Now we're going to take a look at a different perspective here, and I'm going to basically say what I basically see in this stock. So we had this run up right here, and what we're seeing right now is some mean reversion. Now I don't really see the price getting too much below this $13.30 range. So if you really wanted to load up big time on Workhorse, if this thing even gets to $13.30, that would probably be the perfect time to really load up, as the RSI would also be oversold. But let's just forget the technicals right now. What I like to look at in these short squeezes is volume. So volume has clearly gone down on Workhorse. I just want to be honest with you guys, and I'm seeing this in different indicators. Over the past 2 days, volume has definitely gone down a little bit on Workhorse. So I'm not trying to scare you guys. I in fact picked up another $250 on Workhorse myself. So I am bullish on Workhorse, but I definitely want to show you guys what these short sellers are doing, just so you guys aren't scared out and sell your shares, because I think a lot of people are being scared out right now. So as you guys can see in this 1 hour candlestick right here, this big red one, you can see that the volume, if you look right there, there was a nice volume spike, and we did not see similar volume until market open yesterday. So Workhorse seems to sell off at market open. As you can see, pretty much the same thing happened yesterday on this candlestick, but yesterday it got bought back up. Now we're kind of lagging, and what this can be seen as is a short ladder attack. So these short sellers are coming in and they're shorting at market open just to scare off weaker investors, because most retail investors, the novice investors, they're preparing for market open. They're waiting for 9:30. They think that the price is going to jump at 9:30, and then they see the stock price go down multiple percentiles. They see their account value go down, and then they get scared. They want to protect their investment and they sell. So these short ladder attacks at market open, you can't let that manipulate you into selling, because that's exactly what they want to do. And it's definitely pretty clear, guys. If you guys can look on Robinhood, you can see as soon as 9:30 hits, extreme sell-off, going from $15 a share all the way down to $14.26. Now Wkhs actually has live updates on their short interest. So if we take a look at the live interest data, you can see that the short interest has gone up 2% on the day. There was another 1.13 million shares that were borrowed as of today, and now the short interest percentage of float is 53%, guys, and that would equate to 61.09 million shares that are currently being shorted on Workhorse. Now Workhorse only has a 112.69 million share float, so they're really just getting super greedy, adding another million shares to be shorted in a single trading day. And you guys can see on this chart, it's just increasing. These shorts are just adding and adding and adding. The shorts are getting extremely greedy for Workhorse. Even though it was down yesterday, they are continuing to add to their short positions. Now guys, the biggest risk that we have here is decreased volume. And what we have been seeing in Workhorse is exactly that, and that is definitely our biggest risk. If this volume continues to go down, then that is just basically handing it over to the shorts and letting them win. And I really hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but if we take a look at basically the live discussion from Reddit, you can see that although the score overall has been going up for Workhorse and it's quickly approaching Cleveland Cliffs and getting that number 4 spot in the popular section over here, we can see that in the 4-hour time frame, Workhorse has dropped significantly. So in the past 4 hours, Workhorse has 839 mentions on Wall Street Bets, and even Palantir has more mentions than Workhorse at this point, and Palantir isn't even a meme stock or short squeeze play. If we switch this to the past hour, you can see Workhorse has 278 mentions. The other day, this had more mentions than AMC on this chart, and you can see that AMC clearly has 3,385 mentions compared to Workhorse's measly 288 mentions on the Wall Street Bets page in the past hour. Meanwhile, today, Wkhs Equity Research dropped 2 articles about Workhorse. We'll just summarize what they're thinking by just reading their last sentence. Also, a high short interest in a stock is not necessarily an indication of a short squeeze. So if you have this stock in your portfolio and are waiting for the right exit, don't wait further in anticipation of more gains. Workhorse currently carries a Wkhs rank of 4. Sell. Well, Wkhs Equity Research, Wkhs is still very, very bullish on Workhorse, giving it the 3rd highest short squeeze type 3 signal in terms of significance that they've had in the past week. The only other 2 signals that they have given for a short squeeze type 3 with higher significance is for Eastman Kodak Company, which has a minus 32% mean return. So I don't even know who would want to go for that one, since they've clearly haven't been right about that one in the past. They have Namtai Property that has a more significant short squeeze signal, which literally has a 3% short float. So this one's not even going to go to the moon. And then we have Workhorse Group, which also has a 95% significance level, a 77.78% success rating, a mean return of 59.95%, and Workhorse has a short interest of 53% of its float. The only thing that Workhorse does not have right now is volume. Volume is what Workhorse needs. If volume doesn't go up, this short squeeze is not going to happen. We need volume. If we don't have volume, we don't have a short squeeze, and it's pretty much that simple. As you guys saw, we're dropping down the ranks in the Wall Street Bets Reddit feed, and that's just not good, because it sucks that this is like the only factor that really matters. But yes, social media and social sentiment is what is going to get this short squeeze to happen. It's not just going to happen from the current hodlers. It's going to happen by getting new people on board to say F it to the shorts and make this short squeeze happen. When places like the Wall Street Bets community are hyping up over 15 to 20 different tickers and Workhorse is getting lost in the cracks and it's not the center of attention, then yes, volume is going to be dying down. And just looking at the 2 volume spikes we've seen in the past 2 days, they were both from the short ladder attacks. We don't have the same retail volume, which is definitely a risk. We need more volume. This is what we need for Workhorse to squeeze. It's set up better than any other stock on the stock market, but what we don't have is volume. If we're just looking at the technicals alone, this is way better than AMC. This is way better than GameStop currently. At over 53% of the shares outstanding being shorted compared to a measly 12% of that of AMC, with a much lower float at 112 billion shares and a lower market cap at just under $2 billion. Workhorse is set up way better than any other stock, but it doesn't have the volume. Why don't people understand? And I'm sorry that I'm mad, but it just doesn't make sense. If you want to say F it to the shorts, then buy and hold Workhorse. It's really that simple. Citadel has a short position on Workhorse. Many other institutions also have a short position on Workhorse. The best way to say F it to the shorts is to buy and hold this stock and increase its volume. And it really just seems to me like people here are fair-weathered fans and they're bandwagoners. They're gonna hop on Workhorse as soon as it's up 10%, 15% in a day. But if it's dropping 3% because of short ladder attacks, they're just gonna think that the squeeze is over. People don't realize that Workhorse has all of these things set up for it. That's the problem. If people knew that Workhorse was set up to squeeze harder than any other stock, they would buy Workhorse. But people don't know. So share this video to as much people as possible. Share this information on Reddit. Share this information in Wall Street Bets if they don't censor you. The more people that we have doing this, the better. Find good due diligence on the stock and repost it. Do what you can to spread the news. Buy more shares if you can. This is not a recommendation. You can definitely lose all your money doing this. But if you guys really want to say F it to the shorts, this is what you need to do. And that's all I got for the video for you guys today. This one was a passionate one. I can't believe these people have the audacity to short another 1 million shares of Workhorse over the past day. And to just put that into perspective, 100 days from now, if they just kept shorting the same amount of shares, they would have shorted over 100% of the float. So guys, just keep this in mind. It's absolutely absurd the amount of short positions that are being added on to Workhorse on a daily basis, and they're gonna keep doing these short ladder attacks to sort out the paper hands. So you just have to be aware of these risks. I have gone on an absolute rant in this video. I appreciate it if you guys have watched to the end. Remember to leave a like on the video to make sure this information gets spread around YouTube as much as possible, because it is super important to share the information that is going on with Workhorse, because it is much different and at a much greater scale than that of any other stock. Well, I'm officially pissed, but I still have high hopes for Workhorse. I added more shares, and that's going to be about it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.